Why do we even keep Derek around?
I don't know.
I don't really know what he does here.
He presses that button.
I think he was playing
Makes the
golf
red
this
light
morning. I think he just got here. What time is it? It's freaking 1:30. What's he do
I
all
don't know.
day?
I lose all sense of
If
time.
you want a great job, just apply for Casino Guitars. You can play golf till 1:30 and press the red button.
I mean, you're going to barely get paid, but it's fine.
Whatever. I mean, I haven't paid my water bill in months. That's why I smell the way
But the
I do.
water's still coming.
I know. It's whatever. They don't,
I don't think they
it's a
really
small
want you to
town.
pay it.
Cables.
Cables.
So I used to not really give a crap about what cables I played. I was like, it plugs in, it works, and it does its thing.
True.
Then somewhere along the line, I kind of became a little bit of a cableophile.
A cableophile.
A cableophile.
That's a thing.
I mean, because it started with like when I played my first Monster cable.
Yep.
And then I played a Megami cable. And they're like, you gotta try these are better. And I didn't like the Megami as much.
Oh. Did you feel like it sounded, could you audibly?
I felt like it sounded different.
That's fair.
I'm not gonna call myself Eric Johnson ears because that would be insulting to me.
Just kidding, Mr. Johnson.
That was really good. It's like I
That was
scripted
great.
that. I'm proud of that moment. No, but that would be insulting to Mr. Professor Johnson, obviously. But I'm very like a little bit OCD with like the way pedals make my amp sound. Like when I don't have them activated, like the true bypass and non-bypass, and that's why I never liked full tones like as much, just because I couldn't.
And you can feel / hear a difference.
There's a weird feeling. There's a weird lag that happens.
There's a lag. Yep.
But with cables, like with the Megami, I found like it was brighter.
Yeah.
It accentuated the trebles.
Sure.
And I thought the Monster was like more basses. Then I sort of stopped caring for a little bit again.
Monsters were the first one I saw that sort of, like it had the one like the rock. You remember when they had the rock one that was supposed to accentuate like the bass, and they had one's for bass and one's for acoustic guitar. I don't know. Still don't know if I, think that's the thing. But
These get expensive,
they can get very expensive,
and they're not fun to buy.
No, and I remember when I first bought those, and I bought like a few Megami cables and some live wire. Some live wire Elite. You remember those?
So I was thinking about Segura when he's like, Segura! Like people think he's like, you're Japanese? Like, no, I'm Spanish. Any name sounds Japanese if you say like Smith. It's ridiculous. Anyway, go on.
Continuing. But yeah, I bought them just because they had the lifetime warranty. Because at one point it was easy to just walk into the shop. Guitar Center.
I think I exchanged mine once.
I did.
And I had it for like years.
Yeah.
And because I'm an idiot young person, I break it or something by use. But no, it's now I'm back to like this company over Evidence Audio. I've been using these some. It's like, let's just drop this whole thing down a little bit. It's a pretty little like sort of purpley maroon cable.
It does look it's very pleasing to the eye.
I don't know why I like this cable. It's just it has like the sound is very transparent, if that makes sense, and it doesn't color it much at all, but it just has a clarity that I've enjoyed.
There you go.
And the feel of it, I like the feel for some strange reason, and I also like the colors. But I've enjoyed it. I've been using this cable for the past year, sort of exclusively, until
we found a cable that trumps all cables. It's better in every way. Should we unveil?
Unveil it. Go right now. This is it.
I got them all.
Let me see
Not them
them.
all, but a smattering.
I got one.
Ooh.
Whoa. It's up. Well, I mean, you like these cables for very different reasons than I do.
It's probably true.
I think I just like them because they're handmade in the USA by some young cats in Nashville, Tennessee.
I also like that.
I think that's just neat.
Yeah. By the way, these are Runway Audio. They're built in Nashville. Yeah, super cool dudes. Austin and the gang there.
You know their names?
Of course I know.
Cable makers have names.
Yeah, we have like sleepovers and everything.
That's the one thing I don't let my kids do, so that's weird that you do that. The one thing.
Yeah, not me. I just send my kids. It's weird. They're like, we have a great time.
I mean, I'd send my kids anywhere, like, only to Michael Jackson, nowhere else.
That's it.
I just feel like Michael
Just
Jackson would have been safe. Because he's Michael Jackson. I love him. I don't watch the documentary. It's all lies, whatever. Don't believe what you see on the internet. Crap. No, but these cables are great.
They're fantastic, and we sort of happened upon them. A happy accident.
Yes.
Serendipity, some might say.
In their workshop, too.
In their workshop.
And we like those.
I like them a lot.
Can we buy those? And
he was actually, first of all, was kind enough to give me one. Because he watches our YouTube channel.
so he's kind of like a drug dealer.
A lot like that.
First one's free, the next one's cost
that explains
a lot of money.
But I mean, First off, like Baxter said, they're handmade. They're built in the USA, lovingly, by little cable elves. The coating, I mean, you can't really tell from the video. Maybe Derek can make some kind of magic, and you can.
He will.
It's just awesome. It feels like, I don't know, it's like dragon skin.
It does feel like it's like a Game of Thrones cable.
Yes.
Well, the whole idea is it doesn't tangle.
Right.
And you can take the abuse of stepping on it. And
I've been using the long ones for a while now at gigs.
Okay.
And I mean, they're so easy. Even when I just throw them in my backpack at the end, they're so easy to undo. Because if you like time in a knot and pull, they will only go, they can never pull tight.
Okay.
Just the way this stuff works.
Did the knot.
It also doesn't like, it just doesn't wrap around you like your foot junk because it's a little stiffer the way it works. I don't feel like I'm tangled in it like
Well,
a tangled mess.
Jonathan, you're playing big enough places. Why don't you use wireless? It's almost like that was a setup. It wasn't. He didn't know I was going to ask that.
I don't like it. I don't dig it.
It doesn't sound as good.
And sometimes you can hear the lag. And I've used some of the new digital stuff. I actually did use a Line 6 wire. Like when they first came out with the digital stuff, I used that for a while. It was cool when I wanted to like walk on the bar and have, bachelorettes, shove things in my rear end pockets while I was playing
I
guitar.
was hoping you would stop before you said pockets.
My pregnant wife was there for one of those, by the way. It was really
so
fun.
sweet.
It was good times.
I like her.
She loves that story. She loves to regale her friends with that story.
My husband was a slut.
It's just some girl down there like hitting my little wireless transmitter pack like a cat
you
playing with a
pretty
toy.
much were like you were like the coyote equivalent, like bearded man, coyote ugly.
Maybe so.
Like
It's true.
you're like a man tramp. Okay.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Well,
right?
the thing too, I was kidding about just the Nashville part. They sound great and they sound better.
And I'm not going to pretend that we understand the science between like the oxygen content and the capacitance and all that stuff. I do know it's something insane. Like a 30-foot cable of one of these is supposed to sound the same as like a 10-foot cable of some of the other like big brands.
Well, these guys, their pedigree is too. They supply all of the board wraps and the runs for a lot of the biggest Nashville touring acts in the world. So
Yeah.
they supply all of the stage setup, the pedal runs, the amp to guitar runs, the amp to pedal run. And they build it out. They can actually build out the boards for you too, which I think
they do a lot of that for like guys, because if you get on a big tour and you're using weird switching things and you're playing with tracks and you're with a national artist, a lot of times those guys will have their board wired and built by somebody like these guys or like XTS in Nashville. So yeah, they do a lot of that. They know what sounds good, what doesn't. They also know what holds up day to day. If it holds up with those guys on tour, it's going to hold up, with us playing
I
in our
just
little
bit
studio.
this and it reminded me of like a cast when you're like a child.
I kind of want to bite one.
Bite
now.
one. That's right.
It does.
A little bit, that texture. I
kinda
when
like
I-
it.
Like when I broke my wrist as a child. Like,
You just gnawing on your own arm.
Your
Your mom's like, Baxter, stop gnawing your arm.
It's like a little fuzzy there. Had I flashback to my childhood there. That was disturbing. It wasn't very good.
Do you know I've never had a cast?
I tried to do a backflip on the swing set when I was going in the airborne. And
I broke a lot of things. In fact, I think I figured out that I took like 17 trips to the emergency room as a child for like random, like trying to like do dumb things with motorcycles and stuff, but never a cast. Like it explains so many things.
no comment needed. I had so many things to say there, but it just got dark. It became a very dark, like Korean film. Not Squid Game level. No, much darker than that. Everybody's like, Squid gets so dark. I'm like, that's baby. Just go watch Old Boy. Then you're like, that's dark.
That's
or
pretty
any
dark.
other Korean like dramatic film. But I do love Squid Game. Love it too. But no, it's these are just great cables.
And they just make me happy. Like when I look down and I see these.
No, there is a
they
part
just
of that.
make me happy.
Because we talk about them with guitars all the time. Like if the guitars were all, well, you'd be fine. But if every guitar was a butterscotch blonde telly, it'd just be
Yeah, we would be
boring.
okay.
You'd be okay.
I was like, yeah, I know where you were going, but yeah, you're probably right.
I want a BC Rich Warlock every once in a while. I want like some stupid 20-pound Gibson triple humbucker guitar.
Why not?
And it's fun to look down and have like a solidly built cable that you are going to step on. You're going to spill beer on it, and it's not going to stop working during the show.
Yeah, that's the big thing, right?
In worst case scenario, when it does,
they also have the lifetime warranty,
which is a lot easier to activate than Monsters became.
Monster made it almost impossible. Like there towards the end, I had one that legit stopped working, and I was trying to get it replaced, and it was like, oh, call this number, and you call this number, and it's like, go to the website, and the website's like, oh, call this number, and it was just like, oh my god, it's just a circle. There's, oh, as soon as we send you an RA, you can return it, and then yeah, I still have that cable, and it's been years, but no, these like so people could bring them back to us.
Don't do that though. Just keep them forever. Yeah, if they don't work, bring them back.
Just shove it down in your gear bag and forget about it. And every now and again, when you need one, you pull it out and plug it in and realize.
I found some
son
underwear
of a,
in one of my touring bags from like, this is underwear from like decades old underwear. It was clean, but I was just like, wow, it's like one of my little touring backpacks. So you should take backpacks.
I am only shocked at the fact that he wears underwear and did so on tour.
Well, it's like, it's the rear part's cut out.
Okay.
Why would you have a rear covered underwear? Interesting. That's on
Should've known
that. So
better.
yeah, check out these cables. If you don't, we sell them, but check them
That's
online
cool.
too. They're cool cats.
And check them out, like if you're interested in having someone wire your board, doing all the fancy things, making it look immaculate, and knowing
Tell
that
them
it'll work.
Casino Guitar sent you, and I bet they'll be nice to you, and they might not even charge you extra for that. They'll probably give you a discount.
Or they might charge you more, whatever.
They'll give you a discount. Right, Runway Audio? Just be nice.
Wink, wink, thumbs
Anyway,
up.
That's all. That's all I got, man. Anything else?
I think that's it. Let us know what you guys think. Like, do cables matter? Do you just buy the cheapest cable and whatever, when it dies, you replace it? Or are cables, nice cables, awesome, sort of boutique cables a thing? I think they are. You think they are?
I'm old and spoiled enough to where I can think that now.
It's true.
And so otherwise, I just get the cheapest thing possible and play it for
That's
a few
true.
days, and it breaks, and move on to the next one. Invest.
What could
Buy
be wrong
once,
with that?
cry once, right?
Ooh, it's a good
Yeah.
old school wisdom right there.
I'm out.
From the OG. All right, hit like and subscribe if you have not already. Click that bell so you don't miss things in the future. We shall see you guys next time.